Welcome to my show again. This is episode 36. How you doing? Good to hear. Now, today is May 24th, 2017, Wednesday. I want to talk about a few things, as usual. I was looking at the news, local news. Very, very sad news, man. There was a shooting, a 16-year-old. People are looking for, police are seeking information regarding that. This was close by, around my area. Besides that, more than 18K bags of heroin seized from a man's home around this area. The elections, I think, is coming. 1 year to mayor election. Candidates. I'm not even interested in seeing who it is. You know, I haven't heard any noise. 8 charged of dozens sickening by synthetic marijuana. People being charged with that corny stuff. What was that other one that I saw? Oh, here it goes. Mother accused of posting sexually explicit photos of her 9-year-old daughter. Yeah, she's facing 20 years. What you think about that? Taking explicit photos of your 9-year-old child. Sad, man. Then you got the mayor charged with corruption. He hosts a cruise or a yacht to pay the legal fees. Sad, man. You know, so yeah, people just getting shot around my areas, like it's killed and stuff like that. Besides the local news, in a more grand thing, there was a mass killing in the UK. For you who follow. You know, this was like a concert. I don't know what to say. The world's going crazy. So anyway, stocks is up. You know, Dow, Nasdaq, S&P 500, including all those stocks I talked about yesterday. Except Microsoft and Apple. They're down a few points. Temperature 63, cloudy. Coastal flood advisory. It's pretty sunny where I'm at. So, you know. All right. Let's get back to business. Things I want to talk about. Sometimes, like, I know I'm Spanish and stuff like that, but sometimes I just don't feel like talking Spanish to certain people, especially if I don't know you. People assume just because I look Spanish and they start speaking, you know, that I'm supposed to automatically speak Spanish to you. I'm at this place one day, right? And I'm talking to this guy who I guess was Spanish. I'm talking to him in English, and he goes, "Me no understand. Me no speak English." And I'm like, I start, you know, using sign languages and hand signals and like, look, this is it. And then he finally understands. He's like, Joe, just speak Spanish. I'm like, fuck, why should I? You know what I mean? Like, why should I lower myself for you to understand me? You're here where I was born, my first native tongue. Well, it's Spanish, but I was born and raised speaking English, going to school English and stuff like that. There's a lot of people here who are not even citizens. But yeah, man. Like, plus, here's a little bit of my background. I was living in a third world country for more than 2 years, where I had to put up with this kind of language. You know, like I couldn't express. First, I feel more natural when I speak English, because I feel like when I speak English, I speak more fluently, or I express myself more easily, and I could get more intellectual. Whereas if I speak Spanish, my intelligence is limited. You know, like I can't express myself like I want to. I can't say certain words that'll capture the moment. I don't have a lot of smart words either. I speak Spanish fluently because I'm naturally, my parents speak Spanish, so I just naturally learned. But I never excelled in that because I felt there was no need. I speak it, I don't need to learn how to speak Spanish. Yeah, I just always found that I could express myself more easily speaking English. If I'm talking about broadening my horizons and stuff like that, expanding, I find that you can expand easier speaking English than speaking in Spanish. But that's me being born here in America, where English is what I learned since baby, going to school, stuff like that. Spanish I speak at home when I have to with my parents or something. But I don't feel like I have to speak Spanish to every person that looks Spanish just because they look it, First, what are you doing? Why are you speaking Spanish? Why don't you learn English? Like you're not in your third world country. You know what I mean? You should be learning how to speak English. But I'll speak Spanish, every once in a while. It's just that sometimes I'm not in the mood. That's what it is, Like I'm not an ass all the time. I just sometimes I'm not in the mood. I heard this saying once when I was in a third world country, where this guy says, Spanish people speak because they want to beg. People that speak English are the ones giving demands, or somewhere in that format. So basically, if you're speaking English, you're more in a demanding, commanding way. If you're speaking Spanish, you're more in an asking or begging or, wanting something kind of way. And I just always like to be a little more powerful. So, plus English is the #1 language in worldwide. I think, and in the next one, I think it might be Mandarin, Chinese or something. The Spanish is fluent, a lot of people, it's easy to pick up. It's easier than Chinese, But, yeah, sometimes I just don't feel like speaking Spanish. So, if you don't feel like speaking English, especially if you know how to speak English, just don't, know what the hell the other person's saying and act accordingly. Don't make yourself look stupid. I mean, where I gotta be drawing pictures and stuff like that. You're the one looking stupid because, you know what I mean? The language is simple. It comes out direct, I have to use hand signals, draw pictures, then you're looking like a third grader, aren't you? So, you're looking a little slow, dull. So maybe you should learn how to speak English and not worry about other people having to downgrade just so they could communicate with you. Rather, you should upgrade so you could communicate with higher intelligent people. You know? Don't get mad because certain people don't feel like talking Spanish. They don't want to stoop to your level. They don't want to downgrade. So upgrade, learn. So that's what I wanted to talk about as far as speaking Spanish. You know? Let me see what else I wrote down. Meditation. You know, meditation opens up doors. First of all, if you're like a person who has never meditated and you're, filled with a lot of stress, evil, you know what I mean? You're always, or you fear something. You're gonna get scared at first meditating. Probably, majority, I don't know. Just a few that you're gonna be scared because there's gonna be opening doors. You're opening doors into all your fears, all your suppressed thoughts that you don't like to think about. So through this, you'll start seeing things. You might see ghosts. You might see evil people. You might see things very scary. I don't know. And that's normal. What I'm saying is that that's a phase. You have to push past through that. Everybody, I think, has to go through those evilness. But it's through meditation. There's phases. You know, it's like boundaries. Like here's the evil phase. Here's the past the evil phase, and then it goes up. If you don't push those barriers, you're gonna always be scared. You're always gonna be in those evil phase where you're being controlled. So there's a lot of people that meditate and they realize this and they back off. They no longer meditate because they get scared. Like, oh no, I saw this, I saw that. They run to their parents, and the point is that you keep pushing through that. You want to keep pushing through that those fears, and that's what meditation does. So if you're going through that and you're scared of meditating because of those things, I say to you, keep pushing, keep meditating, just keep practicing. Ignore the noise. You listen too much to the noise, and that's what's happening. Meditation helps, man, trust me. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about as far as that. The next is, there's a difference between two things as far as procrastination. There are people that need to do something, that know they should be doing something, but don't feel like doing it, or don't do it. That's procrastination, flat out. There are people that should be doing something, that know they should be doing something, but will not do it because they feel it's not the right time to do it. That's not procrastination. That's a virtue that most people don't practice, which is patience. And those are the two differences between procrastination. The difference between you know, a person who knows they should be doing something but doesn't do it, rather than a person that knows should be doing something but holds it off because they feel it's not the right time. I saw it somewhere on a TED video. I thought I'd share that because it makes perfect sense, you know. In a lot of situations in life, people usually want you to rush, you know. You always feel like you have to rush to do something. You gotta do this, you do that, or you're thinking, or you're feeling like you're doing something bad. But a lot of times, if you're on the other side of that equation, you're actually playing it smart, you know. You're waiting for the perfect time, which a lot of times people should do. With all this rushing and stuff like that, it builds a lot of stress. Sometimes you just need to plant yourself, sit down, and just wait. Let time by. Let the noise fly, you know. Don't let the noise control you so much, where they're like puppet masters, and you're just, you know, hold it on with strings and stuff, you know. Somebody else is controlling you with words because you're so worried about keeping up, meeting demands of people. You gotta stop living for people, you know. You gotta live for yourself. You know, as I get older, I live less. I think less about the people, and worry about myself. It's nothing good that comes out of their voices anyway, or their minds. Toxic people, you know. So that's that. So there, I gave you like a couple of things. I don't feel like speaking Spanish sometimes. There's, you know, the news report that I gave you, the local news, which is sad, man. 9-year-old, a mother taking pictures explicit of her daughter, 9-year-old, you know, posting it on the internet. That's crazy. The mayor, faced with corruption, trying to pay the legal fees, using a boat. 16-year-old got shot around my area. That's just there. There was let me show you this other one. A roommate person stabbed his roommate several times. Can't even have a roommate now. So this is the city where I'm coming from. Not a nice picture, right? But let's see if we could you know, things get better. Different mayor, maybe, you know, a different picture. So anyway, that was it. Episode 36. Till next time.